My dudes, what is going on? We are back into my garage right now, and we got an old friend in here. So I had a couple of options to finish the season, and I think this one's been a long time coming, so let me just show you guys one little thing here. That's right, I got the beams in the Evo, the Drift Evo. You guys might remember this little baby. I used to have the 4G63 that was in my Lexus till shortly it blew up. But so I had a couple of options to finish the drift season. It was either get another 4G63, run it low boost and hope it doesn't blow up till I build that block, build the 4G69 that's right next to me, or finish the beam swap in the Evo and get the Evo going. Now, a 4G63 stock from Evo 4 to 9, probably more Evo 4 and 5, you can get a block for about, I'd say 1,800, give or take a couple of hundred, and that's just a stock block. I didn't really want to do that because then I would have to build it anyways over the winter, and it's just going to be a lot of money wasted. The other option was I have two 4G69 blocks in the garage. You guys seen me take apart a 4G69. I believe it was last summer or last fall, and then I took this 4G69 apart a couple of weeks ago, or a week or two ago. This 4G69 is actually in really good shape. It has a little bit of surface rust on the exterior, but nothing like a little acid dip wouldn't fix. There is also the option of just putting my Evo head on the 4G69 and running low boost and hoping the rods don't blow up. So I just want to show you guys a little thing, because I did pick up rods for the 4G69, and I want to show you the difference between the stock Evo rods and the new rods that I got. So these are the new rods I picked up, and these are stock Evo rods. Yeah, there's a little difference, right? So these are Eagle H-beam rods that are good for 900 horsepower. So this is what's going to be going into the 4G69. Awesome. I got a steal of a deal. I only paid $250 for those. Normally they're like over $600. Yeah, it came with Pistons. The Pistons are a little trash, but it's fine. The rods are brand new, so they actually have only 300 kilometers on them. So that would be like 190 miles, 200 miles, something like that. Anyways, another cheap option would have taken, fix the bent valves on the 4G63 head and slap it on the 4G69, put all the accessories, everything, and run that on low boost. But as you can see, the size of these rods, they will handle like 350 to 400 wheel maximum, and that's like a pretty big range. Like I was at 460 something wheel on a Mustang, so it's more like 420, which is more like 420. But I know you guys don't want to be like, oh, it's a Mustang dyno. No. I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, I was already over the minimum threshold of 350, and I was over the minimum of 350 wheel horsepower. So I was playing with borrowed time, if you want. So my engine did make a lot of horsepower stock. It could have made a way more. The turbo is not maxed out yet. We're definitely going to be maxing out the turbo next summer, making all that horsepers. So even if I would have ran low boost, the 4G69 rods might have not liked the high RPM, like bouncing off the limiter. So with the new rods, we solved that problem. The second problem is I would need stroker pistons, because the 4G69 is a 87 mil bore and a 4G63 is an 85 mil bore, so it's 2 millimeter bore bigger. So you can't just take 4G63 pistons and put them in. So you gotta get a stroker design piston, because they also have a smaller. Anyways, this one comes with a 100 millimeter stroke crank, and the other one is 100. So the 4G69 is a 100 mil stroke crank, same thing that Jacob has in his 4G63 2.3 liter. So taking a 100 mil stroker crank instead of 88 mil with stock pistons and rods will give you a 2.3 liter. And since this one is overbored by 2 millimeter, it actually makes it almost a 2.4. It's like 2379, I believe. So it's really close to 2.4. This is not a 4G64 that has the 6 millimeter higher deck that you can get longer rods and 100 mil crank. So it actually makes it, they call it a long rod 4G64. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Talking about engine builds and stuff. It would have cost me about $2,000 worth of parts just to put into the 4G69 to get that engine going, and that's not including machine work. There's not that much to do on it. Surface the deck, surface the head, change the valves, which would have been doable. The big thing is I would have to get retuned after for sure, because you're 2.4 liter instead of a 2 liter. So expect faster spool times, more torque, like a shit ton more torque. Now here's the cheap option. $1,000, 3 SGE beams, 6-speed, 200 horsepower, and a lightweight car. Oh yeah. Now I had already started this build. I swapped the engine in because I wanted to use this car as a burnout car for my gender reveal for my daughter. And I ended up borrowing one of my buddy's cars, so I gave that up. But I already made the engine mounts. Hey dudes, back in the garage today. You'll never guess, well actually you probably guess by the title or whatever, what car you guys are sitting on right now. So I've decided that the black Lexus that I was going to make my seat time daily drifter or whatever, I'm going to put that on the side of the house right now. And I'm going to get this car going. Now I'd love to put the 4G63 in this car, but unfortunately that one is for the dedicated drift car, which is the Lexus. So for this car, for the time being, oh, by the way, I know you guys have been waiting for this. I keep getting messages on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Yo man, when's the Evo coming back? When are we gonna work on the Evo? Don't worry, there's gonna be a lot of Evo content coming your way. So that means I need something simple to wire, something simple that's gonna run first try. And now the only engine I can think of is the beams. Now one of the reasons why I want to choose the beams is one, I have it. Two, well, I might have to buy another beams actually, so that's another story because of the crank thing, if you guys remember. The other thing is it's gonna be super easy to wire up, and I'll actually be able to finish the car, get it running, driving, test out the suspension stuff, and if everything goes good, then I can plate it, I can take it out drifting. And this could be my dedicated drift missile / seat time car if you want, or my nice day summer car or whatever, which would be cool. And then eventually I really want to do that 4G63 to J160, or I have another transmission that I might be buying. But yeah, then I would have this car running and driving, and if it's just swapping that engine out for a 4G63 in the future, then that's super easy, right? So it's time to crack down, make engine mounts, put this engine in, and see where we go from there. Yo, what's up dudes? Oh, I gotta get my keys to the stupid garage. Last I left you guys off in this video, I was about to get to work on the beams in the Evo. Something happened and I had my camera on top of the Evo, and I was jacking the Evo up, camera fell, broke my lens. Luckily I got a spare lens. This one doesn't have the polarized filter though, so I am gonna have to get one. It's also a lot noisier. Here, let me take it off manual, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. You can really hear that thing working. Anyway, so I got the beams laying in here. It's actually laying right on the oil pan there. And the shifter. It's really noisy. Let it focus on my face. My face. Turn it back on. Manual focus. So I definitely have to get a new lens for this camera. I was really pissed because this is a really expensive camera, and I was like, man, did I just fuck it up? I also messed up this VVTi solenoid, sticking it in, even though I was really careful. Another thing that I noticed is that my brake master, the reservoir is actually touching the intake, so I'm gonna have to figure something, either taking off the reservoir and making a external reservoir. So we can also do a brake booster delete, or I know also 2G Eclipse, they actually have external reservoirs already, so I'm gonna just get that master. Yeah, I'll put that here for now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make the plates to go on the engine and make the engine mounts. It actually sits a little lower than what the 4G used to sit, and the fitment's actually really good. It definitely clears the hood. All right, well, I'm gonna make those plates now.
Make it look good, Jared.
Just installed my. Let's lower the sound a bit here.
Second inside clip, driving back down his own smoke line, inside line. Good transition.
So I'm just listening to Pro 2 Formula Drift Atlanta. Just installed the old engine mount. I might actually have to notch this here, or not. I'll see. I'll put the exhaust on and see. Now I'm going to install the second one. The second engine mount brace. This is like a stock engine mount, and then the old one used to go up here, but I made this one go right in the frame rails. So basically you're connecting both frame rails together with the engine, making it like super solid. Mint. Damn, so that's Sex Mitts in second right now. It's actually pretty cold out here right now. I don't know exactly what temperature is, but it's about to rain. And I can feel it in my knees, I can tell you that. Yeah, I'm just watching FD Pro 2 qualification. And we'll see if that Adam LZ kid, whoever that kid is. Alright, good luck to all of you. And yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. So, taking out the dash, everything's wired. There's just this one wire here. This is battery power, so I gotta add it to the fuse block, and then I could put the dash back in and start to clean up all the wiring. I am gonna sand this a bit and give it a quick touch of paint because it's surface rust. BMW knuckles, so I added the knuckle block. So we actually have decent angle. 1G Talon master, so it has a relocated master, and I added a T so we can do the clutch and the brake booster master all at the same time, fluid. Engine mounts are done. Wiring is actually done. It's these three wires, so you got, this is battery power, this is my switch ignition 12 volt, and this is tacho signal, so I'm going to try and see if I can get the tack working. That'd be sick. Then this is the ground, and then the engine's all wired up. I got the battery powered 12 volt here, and then we're just going to jump in between that and the starter. There's actually one more wire I got to pass for the starter. Or did I pass it? I did pass it. It's right here. I just gotta hook it up. Gotta do a clutch line, which is super easy. Gonna do a hydro. I have to re-bubble flare all my brake lines. And I'm gonna steal the power steering pump out of the Lexus because this is a Lexus IS300 rack, so the fittings are good. And I know that power steering pump works good with the setup. And I'm gonna steal the driver's seat, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do for the passenger seat. I might just not put a passenger. Save the weight so I can drift. Oh yeah. That's where I'm at right now. I did all these lines. Oh, I also have to get a fuel pressure regulator because it's a return style system. And I have to get a fitting for the fuel rail up here, and then another fitting for the fuel rail up here to the fuel, for the return for the fuel pressure regulator. And what's cool about this car is wipers work, flashers work, lights work, sunroof works. The damn sensor for the brake fluid amount works. I have a wire here that I've added. This is the dummy light for the dash. So I'm just gonna add a coolant temp sensor from a Mitsubishi. So my dash is gonna work. I'll have a fuel gauge because the fuel cell has a, oh yeah, I gotta buy a couple of fittings for the fuel cell. Anyways, oh yeah, super cheap. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna paint it. I might not, depends how much time I have. And I'll have to see if Pizarski can give me this damn hood, because he wanted it back. He's supposed to bring me a red one because I cut a hole there and the holes for the hood pins. He's really pissed about it. I'm just like, dude, I'll just take this one, you take the other one, we'll paint the other one, doesn't matter. But yeah. Oh, and I gotta do a couple mods for the rad. Hell yeah. But it's I'd say right now 85% done.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
85?
85. I'd say 80, 85. And then GS is K24, baby. K24, man.
And that one is 85% done?
Shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna leave tonight. I'm not gonna work more on it. I'm gonna help GS bleed the brakes. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm at my parents' house. I know I said we were gonna work on the Evo. We will. I just wanted to do a little sidetrack, and the camera's flashing red, so I'll do this quick. But we just painted GS's car yesterday, and we just pretty much finished assembling it, and it looks pretty sweet. I'm keeping that in the video.
Ouais, ça fait beau, non? Le plus costaud. Rester mais blanc, tu vas moins les voir.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep the wheels black. These wheels need to get repainted badly. Oh yeah. Oh shit! That thing looks damn mean. GS keeps stalling it. Clutch is actually really bad right now because the pedal's way too high. So we gotta modify the bracket that we made. And the gas pedal also is really wonky. Yeah, the orange was a right color to use. Damn. Alright, well, we're back home. Got the K24 mine. That's 14 here. So I'm gonna work a bit on the Evo. I don't know where to start. Wiring for this car is completely done, 100%. Still got this sensor that I gotta integrate somewhere in here. So I'm not gonna run a coolant gauge because these things do not overheat, especially non-turbo. But this will give me the indicator on the dash and will let me know roughly how hot it is. Brake line thing's all done. I'm gonna see if I can find some clamps. So I have clamps laying around. Hydro. Might do that tomorrow, maybe not. So to get this chassis 100% done, let's get doing the phone, man. It's GS. I have to take off the lower control arms because I want to weld some braces just to make sure like they don't break. For the camber arm, I have nothing to do. I might have a couple of washers to add here. I got a couple of washers to add for the toe arms. Have to re-bubble flare all the brake lines, front and back, so that's 6 lines. Need to wrap this all up so it doesn't get, might also pass it over. We'll see. Once the bubble flares is done, then I could bleed the brakes, check the alignment still. I might actually have to shave these down just a tad because they're all the way threaded in and I'm still towed out. So I might have to take off like half an inch each side or something. I have to figure out, let's put some light here. I have to figure out what fittings I need for the rear for the Walbro inline 255. I think I kind of figured it out. The fuel return is actually done, so that I don't have to worry about. So the fuel return is done. I'm probably going to get some fittings for the fuel feed. Gab said I could borrow his BMW M3 seats or whatever, his little Recaro race seat for the passenger. The rad needs to be modified because the inlet and outlet are both on this side when they should be on the other side. And then I gotta go to the GM shop, get a new block with transmission, get the drive shaft length properly done, and I gotta steal the power steering pump from the Lexus and the fittings. Probably gonna mount it like somewhere here. And yeah. Okay, Donovan, man. I also have to make a clutch line that goes down, but I'm just gonna make a solid clutch line.
With a luminate.
Yeah, a little loop.
Yep.
Well, other than that, wire for the starter is down here. Everything's already passed, so it's all good. Wipers work, flashers work, lights work. K24 works. Holy shit. Look at my camera.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and the lights is pop. Guess what? E85 all around the trailer.
No.
Again.
It already smelled like E85. Shit. Oh well. Let's get to work. Alright, so I'm gonna stop there for tonight. I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what I did. I took apart the brake lines in the front, only to realize I had single flared these things and I don't have the right fittings for a bubble flare. I did have the right fittings for the rear, so I went ahead and made a new bubble flare, and I have the correct fittings for the BMW brake lines. They thread into the brake lines, but the BMW fittings have this little lip here and also a bubble flare, not a inverted flare. Another thing that I did, I don't know if I'm able to show you guys exactly, but I now sort of have an exhaust system. Added a muffler that goes all the way underneath the axle to a resonator to, I don't think you'll be able to see that. Yeah, you can see that. To 2.5 all the way up. So right now the exhaust is about here, and all I got left to do is the downpipe, which I have all this. I've done this complete exhaust with scrap metal that I had and all stainless. So I got all this here to make a pretty sweet downpipe. I have a flange. I'm gonna bring this Canadian Tire tomorrow. See if I can find another flange. At the same time I get the fittings. Alright, so right here we have the new muffler. One piece goes all the way to the resonator. I have to add a little slice in there. And then I have it straight shot all the way to the front. So hell yeah. So all the rear brake lines have been bubble flared. Alright, so what I want to do is add a brace that goes underneath this here and then on top, just because this is probably going to be a weak point, and if I go off I don't want that braking. Hopefully these rear brakes work. And I think that's it for tonight. But hell yeah, we're gonna have a little muffler sticking out, and it's not gonna make people's eardrums bleed. Hell yeah.
Because beans.
Because so I gotta go to the store because I gotta go get some brake line fittings, and also probably gonna get some Timmies, and this guy probably wants some Timmies too.
Hells yeah.
I look, the car is painted now. I'm gonna leave you guys with Pizarski.
Oh yeah.
And I was just thinking about this 'cause last night. I'm like, man, Pizarski, if you change the P to a B, it's like Bizarski, which is like bizarre.
I am bizarre though.
Exactly.
I make Evos rear-wheel drive. So do you, so.
I think it's doable. So I can send it to Ryan.
What was that, Sean?
Oh, my e-brake works.
What was that, Sean?
What?
What are you doing?
My goal is to have a working e-brake today,
Oh yeah.
because Ryan has a BMW drift car that he's been working on for like 4 years. Still doesn't have a working e-brake. My freaking Evo drift car is gonna have a working e-brake with a dual caliber. So
Let's go. So Matt Wang's here. What's up, Matt Wang?
What's up?
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, it's parked here.
e-brake bracket. So what I'm gonna do is shave these bolts down so
Oh,
they're
okay.
flat. So
Yeah.
I'm welding it, and then I gotta weld it in the chassis.
Okay, wait. Repeat that. So you welded those bolts in there, and then you're gonna make them flat. Ah, with the stud on that side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Saw.
Okay, sick. Do it.
It's like maximum penetration.
Maximum penetration.
I'm just afraid about your engine, but it's
Penetration's good.
working out much.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Look into the light.
Yo, that with
I kind of want to do a safety with this, just for shits and giggles.
Just to see what
We'll
they
put
say.
cameras everywhere and film it.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah, see how that goes. Quebec safety with the.
Quebec
So, sir, what is this? Well, there's a Toyota motor.
Okay, wait.
It's yeah. Go, Sean.
When I did a Quebec safety for the 320 BMW,
Yeah.
okay, it was swapped 2.5 instead of a 2 liter or a 2.2 by BMW Toronto. But since I didn't have paperwork, the guy's like, "Oh, you don't have matching numbers with the end." I'm like, "Really? Like, come on, dude."
But now this one's gonna be more interesting because it's a Mitsubishi registration with a Toyota motor. But they're stupid, so they're gonna look at it and they'll be like, "But it says Yamaha." And then it has BMW brakes and
I'll be
knuckles.
completely honest. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the beans in it.
Well, at least for a little bit.
I mean, if I keep it, yeah, for a little bit. But like, if I'm probably gonna sell it.
Yeah. Guys, it's for sale. $4 grand, right?
It's gonna be running. No, 6.
$6 grand running.
I mean, with a running motor, right? Fully built,
Sick.
freshly painted, because we're gonna be painting it.
6.
6.
Not orange.
Not orange. No wheels though.
Not orange. Oh look, big turbo. That's a big turbo.
It's a small turbo. It's a pretty small turbo.
It's a small
This is
turbo.
a small turbo.
That's a.
This is a small
tiny
turbo.
This is a really small turbo.
Small turbo. This looks good. It'll be fine. Turbonetics.
Well, it does have a big compression wheel. It just has a small exhaust.
Yeah. That's okay. Old head, new head. It's so fancy. So I found out, guys, that the head's ported. It's nice. We're gonna swap everything over. Sean is gonna dance. Right, Sean?
Yo, seriously, this is sick.
Right?
It's all brand new and shit.
Yeah. You know what's great about these? They like anti-like.
What are they?
Canal valves. The ones that can take heat and not just like
Melt on
melt. Yeah, melt on.
So what you're saying is I'm gonna upgrade to more better valves this winter too.
Correct.
Because I want to run anti-lag.
Yeah. You can run anti-lag on this. I mean, I did, but
Not for long
but yeah,
periods of time.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's a drift car, right? So
And Sean, insert clip here.
no, but like for real, like I just want to be like full boost all the time. And
Yeah, me too.
supercharger from Norse Designs.
Yes, yeah. Anybody got 10 grand?
Please subscribe.
But it's 10. It's oh shit. Yeah, subscribe.
Please subscribe to this video if you guys like this footage, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Boom.
Drop it down and
Whoa, calipers are. Yo, this is fun.
Is it blood? We're just filling it up with
I
air.
know, but the calipers moved, and then like I tried to move the rotor, and it like I'm like, I got a working e-brake.
It's a little scary of an e-brake. There's actually a funny story to this e-brake. Hey, Sean?
Yeah,
Funny little,
yeah.
you know.
But it's okay. I simulated with that e-brake all winter,
It's true.
so now I'm used to it.
Now you're used to it. We just need to change it because it looks a little,
Yeah, it needs to be higher.
dinky.
And on my simulator, I have it like right next to this.
no.
Yeah, well, simulator is easy. You can put it where the hell you want it.
His
It's,
girlfriend's e-brake.
yeah. Oh boy. All right.
Pump it.
Pump it, pump it.
Alright, pump. And
All right.
tell you when.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Zach can only go so far down before it runs out of fluid.
Okay, pump.
Go.
Okay.
I see.
Will Woods. Oh, body.
I can already feel it.
We'll do it on the other side because this bleeder is like bleeding from the threads and not the.
Oh no.
Oh, it means the hole's blocked.
Ting.
It's locked. You can pump.
Dude, that already works, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy here.
Okay.
I'm not yanking on it super hard either. So.
No.
No, you
Okay.
don't need to.
Oh, you want me to pump?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Okay.
Pump it?
Yep. There's not much pumping left to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we'll do one more time.
He has like how much travel? It's like
Check my brother.
2 inches of travel.
All right, hold it.
Good. Surprised it's not bleeding out though. I would figure the handbrake would go soft.
All right.
E-brake, let's go. Yeah, dude. Look, feel this. Come see this.
This is
Look how tight it is.
Is it flex a lot?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. I like that. I like that.
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
All right, who wants to?
Sorry, Ryan. Do a video. So now we're doing a video to
I'm
laugh
gonna
at
go
Ryan.
underneath. So
Let's go.
Yeah, but you're gonna
hopefully Ryan picks up.
Yeah, so what?
I'm surprised that these rotors work because they're way smaller.
What's up?
Yo!
Hey, Ryan.
No, it's not. We need Ryan. Yo, what's up? Come to the camera. So we have a message for you, Ryan.
1 sec.
No.
1 sec. Ryan's blasting music. You just hit power.
Did you just
say
Ryan's busting a nut?
Yo, what's up?
So, Ryan, I'm gonna turn the camera around for you, okay? And then we're gonna show you something. So, Sean, tell us what we did.
So, Matt, you want to yank on my e-brake? Oh shit!
E-brake!
E-brake works!
Sorry, guys. You know,
Here, show him my e-brake setup.
I'll show you. Okay, so this is the e-brake setup we got going on. Yo, what's up, Jacob? Say hi to the YouTubes.
I'm making slushies with my kids. That's what
Slushies!
Hey, bro. We got Matt Wang in the driver's seat. So e-brake's already working. Ryan, you got to get your shit going.
Where's Uncle
I'll
AJ?
get it working. You bring it in a bit. No, what the fuck is this? Everyone's helping Sean and I only got Ryan to help me.
Whoa. Nobody's helping me. Except Matt and Alex helped me bleed it. And that's it.
we're just bystanders here.
You know what's really nice about this car?
What?
Is that the seat's adjustable for it.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's why I like my brother's
Now, guys, I'm doing a little other thing.
I wanted
It's
to do
making
this one 'cause
noises.
I think I'm gonna let it
So
drive it.
Tire touches here.
oh my gosh! Yeah, it touches a little, Sean. You know why?
Yeah, but it's missing the 20 mil spacers and the right wheels.
You wanna know why too?
Yeah, that too.
I don't worry.
Your very expensive, angle kit is loose.
Yeah, I know.
Having fun? Oh yeah.